faster, easier, and more accessible. It removes geographical barriers and allows people to exchange information in real time. So when we talk about technology, it is a different kind of gadgets that we use to communicate, not just to communicate to the people that we are close to, but also across the country. And now we're going to proceed to the 4 rules of technology and communication, and I'll be giving the next floor to the next report.
Okay, the rule of technology in communication. The rule of technology first is to speed and instant communication. It means that we can get information and give information in just seconds. Like in Messenger, we can communicate our loved ones, friends through Messenger in just one tap. You can click it instantly. And second is global connectivity. Through social media platforms like Facebook, Messenger, and Zoom, people can communicate worldwide. Global means communicating across borders. So, for example, this is like when we order product in Shopee, we can communicate from the other countries. We order other products in the other countries. So that's all. I would like to give the floor to the next reporter.
So we have the third rule of technology and communication. We have multimedia communication. Technology allows communication through text, audio, image, and video. Instead of only writing messages, people can send voice messages, presentation, and infographics to make communication clear and more engaging. So when we talk about multimedia communication, it talks about the different kind of social media platforms that we use to communicate. Not unlike before that we send message, but right now the technology has been more accessibly, and we can also do video calls, text, or send voice message. And now proceeding to the fourth, we have educational and professional communication. In school, workplace, digital platforms help organize communication. So we can use the technology, communication, and educational. Like, for example, wala tayo classes. So we use online classes. That is one of the example of educational. And professional communication, for example, kanang nakay company din na akaslae kanang country ron na vacation ka. You can create a Zoom meeting through kanang app na Zoom. And I'll be giving the next word to the next reporter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I am Helen Christie, and today I will be discussing my assigned topic, which is principles of effective communication using technology. But before we start, let me ask you a question. When you hear the word principles, what comes to your mind? You have an idea? None? Okay, when we say principles, these are basic rules or guidelines that help guide our actions so we can communicate properly and responsibly. Understood? Okay, very good. Now that you understand what principles are, let us now discuss the principles of effective communication using technology. The first one is transparency. Everyone, please read. Okay, thank you. Transparency means being honest and clear when communicating online. We should not hide important information or mislead others. For example, in an online class announcement, if the teacher clearly states the deadline and instructions, students will easily understand what they need to do. That is transparency. Now let's proceed to accountability. Accountability means critical thinking. In short, by following these principles, we can communicate clearly and responsibly.
So first is convenience and accessibility. So everyone, please read. Okay, thank you. It means that technology makes communication more convenient and accessible because people can easily connect anywhere and anytime using smartphones, internet, and computers. So students, teachers, and professionals can share information, discuss ideas, and collaborate with each other even if they are not in the same place. So, for example, just like atong online class ni Ma'am Chavez, di ba, technology help us to discuss information nga dili na tanid nga magkita pa or mo adto diri sa classroom. Then, another, katong ka Sir Edmark nga, nagpasend siya og proof nga kanang gasabutan sa ato ang report. So, ang technology is naka-help na to nga maka-busy rata, makasend rata og ideas nga dili na ta kailangan mo adto pa sa usa ka lugar para magsabot. So next is cost-effective. Online communication reduces cost for printing, transportation, and phone calls. So it means that digital communication is also cost-effective because it decreases our expenses such as printing and our transportation. So instead of spending our money in physical materials or printing, travels, and our transportations, we or people can send messages through emails and online instantly. So for example, is kabantay mo ng invitation letter? So ang invitation letter is kasagaran na big party. So ang invitation letter is mag-print pa ta sa invitation, then i-deliver pa nato sa mga balay or sa tao nga kailangan nato hatagan or ato ang invite. So instead of that, technology nakatabang nato nga makasend ta through online sa layout na lamang sa invitation. So dili na ta mo gasto gasolina, dili na pud ta maka-print sa ato ang invitation. So that's all my part, and I'll give the number 3 to the next reporter.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin Totogero. Today, I will be continuing the report of Ms. Angelica. The third advantage is collaboration and teamwork. Digital tools allows multiple users to work on the one document at the same time. For example, a worker like to share his documents to his several users so that they can make it in time. The fourth one is record keeping. Messages, emails, and files can be stored and viewed later. For example, phones, laptops, gadgets. It can use to restore message, emails, files, and you viewed it in the future. The last one is wider reach. Social media allows information to reach larger audience quickly. For example, you would post a picture or something on Facebook that it allows everyone to see your post. So now let's move forward. Ethical and responsible use of technology. First is respect and digital etiquette and netiquette. Users must communicate politely and avoid cyberbullying, offensive language, and spreading harmful content. For example, in Facebook or many digital platforms, you must respect others and not post harmful content in Facebook. The second one is privacy and confidentiality. Personal information must be protected. Sharing someone's private data without permission is unethical. For example, you and your best friend, you expose the privacy and confidentiality of your friends, the address, the phone number, the pictures, the Facebook account of your friend that is supposed to be private and confidentiality. So that is what privacy and confidentiality.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rosemary Satilio, and to continue the discussion of Mr. Carol, let's proceed to the number 3, avoiding misinformation. Users should verify information before sharing it. Number 4, academic honesty. Students should avoid plagiarism and properly cite sources when using online information. Example ani niya is karang mag-research ganita, dapat nga pag-cite ang kuan ang author para dili para ma-avoid nato ang plagiarism. Number 5, digital responsibility. Technology should not be used to harm others, spread hate, or commit fraud. Ang example ani niya is kuan, for example, naman siya tayo Facebook. Ang Facebook dili na to gamiton sa pagpangdaot sa usa ka tawo or mag-spread ang mga fake news. That's all. Thank you.